Listen to me. You are not here by accident. You didn't stumble into this message by chance. God Himself orchestrated your steps because there is something He wants to deposit in your spirit today. There is a dimension of power, peace, and divine presence you are about to enter through worship. Where you are now is not the end. God brought you here for an encounter. Say aloud, "My life will change today." Worship is not a song. Worship is a life. Jesus said, "But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshiper shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth." John 4 verses 23 to 24. Worship is not the slow song after the fast one. Worship is alignment. Worship is surrender. Worship is a heart posture. Where praise talks about God, worship talks to God. Where praise celebrates His acts, worship acknowledges His person. You're created for worship. Isaiah 43 verse 21. "This people have I formed for myself. They shall show forth my praise." You are not created for worry. You are not created for fear. You are not created for depression. You are created for worship. Your greatest fulfillment in life begins when you function in what you were created for. Worship is the believer's oxygen. Psalm 22 verse 3. God inhabits the praises of His people. God doesn't just visit worship. He dwells in it. Where true worship is, God is present. Where God is present, mountains melt. Psalm 97 verse 5. Where God is present, chains break. Where God is present, darkness disappears. Worship is not optional, it is survival. This is what happens when you worship. Worship brings down the presence of God. When Solomon finished worshiping, the glory filled the temple. The glory of the Lord filled the house, so that the priests could not stand to minister. 2 Chronicles 5 verses 13 to 14. Worship shifts the atmosphere. What 10 hours of crying cannot do, 10 minutes of genuine worship can settle. Worship breaks chains. Paul and Silas didn't beg. They didn't explain. They didn't argue. They worshiped. And at midnight, Paul and Silas prayed and sang praises, and the prisons were shaken. Acts 16 verses 25 to 26. God doesn't resist worship. He responds to it. When you worship, foundations shake. Closed doors open. Limitations break. Destiny shifts. The prison may have your body, but worship will release your spirit, and your spirit will release your miracle. Worship wins battles without fighting. In 2 Chronicles 20, God told Jehoshaphat, "The battle is not yours, but God's." 2 Chronicles 20 verse 15. They worshiped, and enemies destroyed themselves. Some battles are not fought with swords, but with songs. There are moments where God says, "Stop struggling. Start worshiping." Worship attracts divine direction. Psalm 73 verses 16 to 17. "Well, I thought to know this, it was too painful for me, until I entered the sanctuary of God." Confusion dissolves in worship. Worship is a spiritual alignment tool. When you worship, God speaks. The reason many don't hear God is not because God is silent, but because the heart is noisy. Worship quiets the flesh so the spirit can hear. Psalm 5 verse 12. "For thou, Lord, wilt bless the righteous. With favor wilt thou compass him." Where God is honored, favor flows. You cannot worship God deeply and remain stranded. Worship opens doors no man can shut. Worship with a pure heart. Psalm 24 verses 3 to 4. "Who shall ascend? He that hath clean hands and a pure heart." Worship is not performance, it is purity. If the heart is polluted, worship is rejected. Worship with understanding. Worship is not emotionalism, it is revelation. Psalm 47 verse 7. "Sing praises with understanding." Worship becomes powerful when you know who you are worshiping. Worship consistently. Daniel worshiped daily, 3 times a day. Your worship must not depend on mood or situation. Whether in the palace or the lion's den, worship. Worship with sacrifice. Abraham's worship included sacrifice. True worship is costly. Your pride, your will, your agenda, your comfort. Worship is bowing before the King of Kings. Worship in spirit and truth. John 4 verse 24. God is a spirit. You worship with your spirit, not your skill. Truth means sincerity. No faking, no acting, no pretense. I declare over you, from today, your atmosphere changes. Every prison holding you is shaking open now. You will not struggle. God will fight for you. Your worship will bring divine direction. Doors will open for you. Your life will never be void of God's presence. Every battle you came with today ends by worship. Your testimony begins now. Type 1, receive it in the comment.